I am at Unit 23, as usual. It's pretty much my home away from home at this time of the year. I'll try and explain quickly because looking at my face and this boring white wall is probably not the most interesting start to a vlog. But essentially, there's a big show coming up at the Hydro in Glasgow on Friday coming. This is Monday while I'm filming this. The whole thing is a Celtic Connections event, and they wanted Danny to do a live show basically based around the Ridge. And the whole thing is there's going to be a live orchestra playing like the music from the Ridge, essentially. So that's what's happening. Unfortunately, some of you may know and some of you don't know that Danny is currently injured. He has got a dicky knee because he's getting old, and he needs some young blood, even though I'm older than him, to go and replace him, basically. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm essentially Danny's replacement, and we're not like being shy about that. Danny's quite happy to let that known publicly that I'm going to be taking over some of the riding for him. So I'm here at Unit. This is the foam pit room, as you can probably tell. These are going to be, honestly, this is going to be a mountain, believe me. Got Vision Ramps doing some of the build. You guys have seen them in some of the vlogs, I'm sure. If you haven't, then you've definitely seen some of their work. They're the ones who made Danny's Mansion 8, I get the names always mixed up, and Chris Kyle's Kaleidoscope. So if you've seen those videos, you've seen some of their work. They also build skate parks, so if you've ridden some of the skate parks in Scotland, even down in England, you may well have ridden one of theirs. So essentially, this is going to be a mountain backdrop. Honestly, once it's all jigsawed together, it's going to look like a mountain. And through here, we've got Ricky Crompton doing an ultimate pro spray job on his bike. I think you got more on the floor than you have on your bike.
It's okay, all the logos are off, and that's what's important.
So as well as the mountain in the background, there's going to be some fake rocks and logs to ride on. And I'm sorry for the noise, but you need to check this out. These are the fake rocks getting made now. That is a pretty good way to make an absolute tip. Look at all that. Glad I'm not tidying that up. And this is a boat. Check this out. So if you've watched Danny's wee day out, you've seen at the start of the video, he comes into the Isle of Skye on a little boat. And this is a replica of that boat. And I think it's going to have wheels on it, and he's going to row his way into the arena. So that's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait to see that all up and running. Ricky, you've missed a bit.
Oh yeah. The main thing was getting rid of the logos and yeah, just turning it black.
Looks like you've been doing
doing a spot of painting. Needless to say, I'm covered in it, but yeah, basically for Danny's production at the weekend. So we managed to source a boat on Gumtree. So that's just been altered slightly to make it look like he's going through the water. Got some fake rocks being built over here. All the white boards are for the inaccessible pinnacle. And yeah, I think we start building on Thursday, so
exciting.
Should be an interesting build here from Vision Ramps crew.
I know.
But yeah, it's going to be good. Are you excited to be doing it?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what you're doing yet?
No.
Didn't think so.
So you know how a couple of months ago I did the show down in London for YouTube, and that was pretty much the biggest solo show I'd done to date. That was like 900 people, but it was like the biggest production and money, budget, all that lot. This one surpasses that one. How many?
5,000 as far as I know.
Is it 5,000?
5,000,
it's going to be
yeah.
At least 5,000 people there at the Hydro, which is a massive venue. So yeah.
But yeah, this is the behind the scenes of what goes on.
BTS. These rocks look awesome. Look at these. Helping. Oh, absolutely freezing in here. But this is the bike I'm going to be using for Danny's segment. It's actually George's 5010.
I couldn't stop. I probably could.
First test goes all right. A little bit tight on top, but should be fine. Have to see what it's like when there's over 5,000 people watching and all the lights are flashing, but we've got time to practice. By the way, check this out. Well, that's how you make fake rocks, everyone. You get big lumps of fire-resistant polystyrene and try and set fire to it.
One of them is, one of them is.
Right, so that's just a short, sweet visit today, just to make sure these actually do ride. Going to be back again tomorrow to test some more stuff that we've built. There's a balance beam made out of a log, so need to make sure that's all right. Know how long it needs to be. Yeah, join us then. And here we are, day 2, still at unit 23. So this time we've got a heater. Makes so much difference in here. I'll give it a try. If it goes, it goes. Well, that's just a brief visit from a couple of people from the BBC. Just checking a few things, wanting a few answers to some questions. I want to see a little bit of riding, so that's cool. They've now gone and it is lunchtime. Just a while ago, a log turned up, so after lunch we're going to get that fitted, do a little bit more riding, and then, yeah, I think that it'll be basically what's happening today. There's a bit more work going on here. I flipping love this.
Got a shot? Yeah, so we're just, if we spray paint this, when it's just open polystyrene, it'll burn through because it's a solvent. But if you make a little, if you seal it with fire.
How's that? Okay.
Yeah, man. It gives you a sort of surface.
I have the power. With all the crackling noises it leaves. How you getting on there, Ricky?
Sound, just doing a bit more painting.
How much have you got on your
Just rolling and rolling and rolling. Quite a bit. I'm going to spray paint them black as well, so I've got to do them white first.
Quite a few boards being painted there. How many more you got to do?
Another 25.
What's this you're making, Jake?
Just some boxes for yourself.
Awesome. So Jake is the extra member of Vision Ramps. He is making some boxes which I'm going to ride in my solo part of the whole event. So yeah, I trust him. They should be pretty strong. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but we've got the log in place now, and George is just going to flatten it out, make it a little bit easier to ride.
Kind of socketed.
How was that?
Spot on.
Ali
Yeah.
says it was Alex. Here, let me try and FaceTime you if I can show you this. Are you with Danny?
Perfect. Good job.
Right.
Ideal.
2 seconds. Alright. We're in. She's in.
That's really nice, that is.
We'll brush up and you can have a quick blast if you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good work. Should do. Whoa.
Right.
You polystyrene?
I don't care about that, it's my bike.
Getting cocky. Okay, so my batteries ran out then before I could give you a lowdown on what happened that day. But it's been a couple of days break now. The guys have been in the hydro, building the set, putting it all together. Danny and I have just turned up and we're gonna go in there and see what they've built and then do a bit of practice. And now we've got to figure out how to get 3 bikes and 2 people all the way down there.
Excited? Kind of. Okay, this knee's gonna cope. It's about the most cycling it's done on an actual bicycle, but we'll see. Cruising down the street.
Made it inside. I'm excited to see what they've made. I think Danny's had a wee look already.
Watch out! Oh, that's alright, fancy way to do it.
This is gonna be us, look at this. We've got riding stuff. That's a short run up for that, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Check this place out. This is looking awesome. Can't believe we're going to be riding in here tomorrow night. Oh, it's the boat. Fancy a bit of rowing?
Oh no. The oars look tiny. What are those things?
So yeah, got our bikes out, helmets on, got the spotlights on us. Time to get a little bit of practice in, make sure that these slopes are actually doable. Danny with his knees not got the most power from a short run up, so essentially need to see if we can roll down that without stopping and then go straight up that.
Are you coming up and over? Yes. Excited. Oh, I didn't even see it. Noise they make, but
Yeah. Do you reckon even a bit of, just the back wheel hitting against it is making a noise, isn't it? We've even had a little something.
how was the build?
Yeah, sounds. I'll be honest, I didn't really do all that much. I mainly just did the painting and a bit of help
Yeah.
putting the boards up.
Well,
Yeah, all good. I mean, it looks very atmospheric, very
it's just like,
mountainous, and yeah, it looks pretty good.
it's literally just like being in Skye. Right, what's Danny doing? Having we roll around? Oh, look at this. It's got it no problem. How was that? Wee bit sore, but alright. See if I can do a drop.
This is pretty much Danny's first time riding bike in months. He's had a little go on his bike the other day just to make sure he could actually pedal. But yeah, basically having a test on these, see if they're doable. How does it feel?
Alright.
That door open now.
Would you rather do it that way?
Eh?
Would you rather do it?
I'll test both. I'll just see if the bike will. I'll be able to like drop. I was just testing.
Yeah.
Right, so the orchestra have finished doing their rehearsals. Danny is going to try and see if his knee's okay enough to ride up the big slope they've made to the top of the pinnacle. So hopefully it's grippy enough. Hopefully his knee holds out. If not, I've got to do it. So yeah, let's find out.
Now. Should be alright, shouldn't it?
Oh no, it feels a little bit slippery to me.
Is that alright, Johnny?
It's actually pretty steep. Okay. It's coming for me.
Yeah, we'll reach. Might be an idea.
No bother. It's quite the view.
Perfect. Looks.
Oh, death.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're going to be clipped in to go up
I
there?
think yeah, I've got to be further.
Yeah.
Be a lot easier. I need to practice. I can't even remember. How did I even? I think like that.
Practice the carry.
I think it's like that.
Yeah.
And then you just. Good thing is it's kind of mellow enough so you can kind of just balance.
Yeah.
Just have to take my time and.
You got your nice perch on the top.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
It's looking good. Look at this view. That's good. Awesome.
Oh.
Whoa.
Some sharp there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's going to be filled with people.
It's surreal. It's cool. It's a shame I'm not exactly going to cross the top of these, but
yeah,
it's good enough, isn't it?
You do a wheelie across here?
What a tight. Oh, I don't know if I can even. Really can do a wheelie.
You know how far we want to come down with these?
Aye, no bother.
See you later.
Do you reckon, Danny, Red Bull Soap Derby in this?
Yeah, soapbox. Then, yeah, it's pretty. What do you reckon? Oh, it looks fast.
Yeah.
You get some momentum going on this thing, wouldn't it?
Not much steering going on.
This setup is surreal. Pleased it's kind of coming together though, eh?
Yeah, I'm pleased you managed to ride.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So Danny's knee is looking, yeah, he's managing all right for a few stuff. I think we're going to modify a couple of slopes just to make it a little bit easier for him. Just trying to figure out, you know, if I've got enough room to do a mini kicker flip for my bit. It's actually pretty tight run up on here. Danny has pointed out that if there's enough room, could start on the stage, just manual drop off onto this and then do a flip on here, and then potentially just drop off the end into darkness because there's not going to be anyone in there. So yeah, we need to figure these things out. It'd be quite good to have a mini flip as a good ender. So just about to do a bit of practice. Danny has moved some of these bits here just to make them a little bit more interesting rather than have it all slopes and ramps up anything. Kind of makes it look a bit more rocky. So how are you feeling?
Good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. The legs could still attached today at least. See how it feels tomorrow.
Yeah.
But kind of like I reckon I'll be able to just about, you know, a few modifications. I reckon I'll be able to kind of just about get around. So it's kind of a bit of a bonus because about 4 days ago I didn't really.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine it. So like my leg actually works quite well on little jabs. So it's quite handy for trials. But it's like.
Looking good. Hi.
Nice. In that kind of in that zone, it's all right. If I do any pedaling, actual full circles, then I'm like, But
he's doing me out of a job. I was going to be his standing rider, but he's not needing me at the minute.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, that is us done for the day. I couldn't really show you guys too much because I'm doing the riding. I can't hold the camera. I could ask someone else to hold it, but they're all busy as well. So yeah, you just have to take my word that that was quite a long day of practice and rehearsals going on. Tomorrow is show day. We get to practice in the morning. I think maybe even just only an hour. I've barely even touched what I'm going to be doing in my solo bit yet, but it's fine. I'm on a trials bike. I can kind of improvise as we go along. The most important thing is to get Danny's timing absolutely spot on for his segment because it's literally timed to the song. So that's what we're concentrated on today, and yeah, going pretty well so far. It is show day. Man, I'm absolutely knackered. It was a long day practice yesterday, but check this out. About to do a bit of a practice for Danny's bit. I'm going to be a standing rider for him just to preserve his knee for a little bit longer. One thing that changed yesterday is we've now got boards at the bottom of these, which makes those a hell of a lot easier to get up. Actually quite fun. I'd love to just have one of those at home or outside the session. Mr. Ricky Crompton has kindly offered to point the camera during this, so
Good morning, viewers.
cheers, Ricky.
No worries. Over to me, looking rather tired. Got a new bike, Ellie?
Well, had a few people saying, am I moving to Santa Cruz? The answer's no. This is.
Can I borrow this? Thanks.
And borrow your own bike back.
Good job, good job. How did rehearsal number 1 go, Ellie?
Well, other than finding a snapped spoke on George's bike, literally no idea how that happened. Okay, I guess still need to work out how Danny's going to get clipped in and out in time to do that. Slipped a pedal over there, but Danny won't do that. Sorry guys, not really been much riding yet, but you can probably tell I have been doing some riding. it's just really hard without a dedicated filmer to have someone actually come and film you, because everyone's actually doing a job. And setting down the camera, it gets in the way, so yeah, it's pretty tricky. I have come up to some of the higher seats because I want to have a look and see what the entire stage looks like. So I'm gonna nip through these doors and take a look. Boom. So yeah, looking pretty decent actually. The riding actually looks like more viewable than I thought it was going to be. I thought up here everything looked really small, but actually it's a good presence down there. It should be pretty sweet. Riding wise, you should actually get a pretty good view. So yeah, that's put my mind at ease a little bit. So yeah, some pretty good seats. The first full run through with the band playing, and a few technical difficulties, I must admit. Had one of these spotlights right in my face. I'm trying to do a 360 pivot into one of these slopes. I literally could not see a thing. It was as if I was just going into the abyss. So yeah, I may have, well, I didn't crash, I kind of put a foot down. Not ideal. And then I messed up the tyre tap at the end, but that's fine, I can sort that out. I'm very nervous, I must admit. During that one then, my throat goes so dry, so I'm gonna have to make sure I drink loads of water. And yeah, basically I'm sure it'll be alright on the night. Looks like a mini kicker.
Put that, and then you need the legs going off.
Right, just about to do the full dress rehearsal, the full show from start to finish, just to make sure everything runs smoothly. My ramp isn't finished yet, so I'm not gonna do that, but check this out. Looking good. Right, so the guys have finished the ramp. It's looking pretty sweet. I think it's exactly the same as the one we have in drop and roll. We've got a few crash mats and, well, there it is. Pretty much just got to figure out exactly where it's going to go, give it a try, and then they're going to paint it. So, yeah, this is the scary bit. I got whipped in the eye by oh, my ankles.
You're not trying to give me a heart attack.
Right, that's a super quick test. Didn't even bother using the crash mats, because sometimes crash mats, they can make you just stop and tip over because you can't roll on them very well. So tried it without the crash mats because it actually seemed a little bit safer. I know it sounds a bit weird, but yeah. If all goes to plan, I'll have a wee breather before I get to the backflip because I'll be too knackered otherwise, and that's when stuff starts to go wrong. So chill out, sprint, backflip, out into darkness, a round of applause. Awesome. Right, doors are opened, Nightworks have just played, and check out how many people are here. That is so many people. And then there's people down at floor level as well. How getting on, Danny?
Good. It's fairly filled out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what 10,000 people looks like.
There's a fair few. Yeah, it's good.
Imagine if you did a live video to how many views your videos got. Like, was it 57 million?
Yeah, it's funny to think of. It's funny to think of views as people.
Yeah.
Not that I don't, but you know, it's weird to think. You know, you don't think of it all one place, but. It's going to be good tonight, I think. I'm looking forward to seeing your part. That's the thing. I can kind of, I'll sprackle around my bit, and then I get to relax and enjoy. That's it. It's like.
I really wish mine was earlier and before yours.
Well, that's it. That's what I'm looking forward to, is just relaxing and watching yours.
I'm like the last one.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's class. Well deserved though. It's going to be good.
Thanks for putting my name forward and having me.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm hoping my gear, I left my bike on the boat, and I can't change it now, but it's in like first, which is like 50, 32 or something like that.
So whoop, whoop. Music time. At this point forward, I've literally no idea what this vlog's going to be about or how it's going to look, so on that note, let's just get on with it. That is the show done. Lights are on, everyone's packing up. What a relief, that went pretty much spot on. Did all the stuff I wanted to do, didn't fall off. Almost did, but didn't fall off. Nailed the backflip. Stoked.com. Right, it's been a week since the show and it's now on TV. Got Jane here, got cups of teas, and we're just gonna watch and wait for my bit. I don't need to watch it again, but I had the best seats in the house, but apparently this one wants to watch it, so that's what we're gonna do. Who's this chief? Ah, it's himself. I couldn't really see this bit because I was all backstage because I'm all a big deal, so it's actually quite nice to see how it was meant to look.
Big deal. You're half a deal. He's big deal. Half a deal. He's a big deal.
Thanks,
half
Paul.
a deal. Big deal.
Put me in my place, why don't you?
Beer deal. Paul deal. Is it disappointing that Danny's hating life? He's sitting down on the edge of the stage going, why the fuck are we doing this? Can everybody please stop looking at me? And yes. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Get me out of here.
I do believe I'm about to ride. It'll be quite interesting to see what views the BBC chose, but probably way better than any I could choose, so I'm going to just point the camera at it.
Oh, come on! That's me.
must have everything as excruciating.
Right, so I have just been editing the video and I realised I did not film an ending to it. So I'm going to make this really quick because it's already a 30-minute long video, and if you're watching to this point, you're very patient. Thank you very much. That was such an amazing event to be part of. I'm absolutely stoked, flattered, humbled that I was even considered to be a replacement for Danny, and likewise to even have my own riding part in the Hydro, the same venue that Metallica played in, and it was fully sold out to over 10,000 people. That is one for the CV and one to tell the grandkids. So I'm going to take this moment here just to say massive thanks to all of those who helped organise the show, everyone to do with Celtic Connections, Vision Ramps, we've got Danny, all of you guys who had a part in getting me there or even making the show happen in the first place. It was absolutely awesome. If you're in the UK and you want to watch the whole thing, it is on iPlayer. Have a search for Celtic Connections or Bothy Culture and you should be able to find it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. A bit of the behind the scenes and what made that show happen. There was a lot more work that went into it. That was literally just my bit of it. Everyone else put in way more work than I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll try and get out on my bike for next week's video. The mountain bike is almost finished. I know you guys have been waiting for that. But until then, be fluent, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.